Good evening. As promised, I just thought we'd come together to take some time to pause, notice, and welcome how you're holding all about the coronavirus and your current situation a week into our restrictions. Indeed, it seems like it's been a really, really long week, and I thought for this little exercise of pausing and noticing, we'd look at two aspects. One of welcoming and giving space to whatever you're feeling, and also finding a little space that maybe may help your sleep from all of what you're carrying in these moments and during the past week. So I'm just going to invite you to take a moment just to allow my few words of introduction there to go quiet. Just really taking a moment to allow your mind to settle. And now I'd like to invite you to take the opportunity to notice the rhythm of your own breathing right now, as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And taking a few moments just to follow the rhythm of your breath. Becoming aware of your physical body, your feet, your legs and your back, right up to your neck and your head and shoulders, right down through your arms, just getting a sense of your physical body right now. Yeah. And just often we rush past our physical bodies and take them for granted, and just really noticing how your physical body is right now, freshly in this moment. If there's any discomfort or aches or pains, just really taking time to acknowledge those and adjust if you need the position of your body. And now I'd like to invite you to bring your awareness to your breath again, noticing the rhythm of it again, maybe taking in one or two deep breaths. Just staying with your breath. Noticing what comes as you do that. And now, as I invited you the last time, you may like to close your eyes or just gaze downward. And sensing what fits best for you. And now I'd like to invite you to allow your awareness to come inside, down through your throat, chest and tummy, almost like a trickle of a stream just trickling down slowly and gently inside. I'm going to place an invitation to you to notice, how are you feeling right now in this moment? Pausing to notice what comes in your body. Just noticing. Maybe there's a sense of calmness. Might be a sense of fuzzy or unclear, or it may be a sense of queasy or a knot or lumpy, or there may be nothing at all there. Just pausing to notice what comes with how you are feeling right now. And if something comes, no matter what it is, just want to invite you to welcome and receive that. Don't have to agree with it or argue with it or dialogue with it. Just simply welcoming it as it is in this moment, having a friendly presence. Really allowing yourself to sit with whatever is there, keeping it company for a few moments. And as you're keeping it company, maybe noticing what comes in your body now. Does it ease a little? Does it change? Or maybe it just stays the same. Just noticing. And taking a few more moments with all of that now. Now I'm going to invite you, freshly in this moment, to take the opportunity with whatever has come with you inside, whatever that something is. I'm going to invite you to maybe place it on the floor outside you, maybe in another room or even outside your own house. Just that there's you and that part of you, and placing it aside, just for a moment, taking time to do that. Maybe noticing what it feels like to do that right now. Just noticing momentarily. And if you've managed to place that outside, now I'm going to invite you with another invitation to maybe ask more specifically, how have you been coping with the impact of the coronavirus in your daily life, in your living circumstances over the past week of all of the restrictions that have been placed upon us? So how have you been holding all about the coronavirus and the restrictions? Just inviting you now to notice what comes out of all of that. How are you feeling about it? How is your body holding all of that now? What's been the challenge of it? Social isolation? working from home and having to teach the children their academic work. Maybe having temporarily lost your job and the worry, is this going to be more permanent? Maybe there's something there around the cocooning and having elderly loved ones that you can't actually directly see or be in their presence. Maybe there's a sense of the unknownness and the uncertainty of it all, how it changes so much on a daily basis. The lack of the normal structure that you've had for your day and for your family, and the changes to that have been difficult. Or indeed you may have underlying health problems that worry you. Or the normal changes to the fabric of family life, of living together in your household or your environment, has brought a level of intensity that's hard to manage at times. And then your sense of, none of us are immune from this, and how it affects our emotions, our mood, and may bring a degree of anxiety or frustration or nervousness or worry. Or indeed there may be a mixture of all of what I have named over the last few moments that you're holding and carrying, or even something of what I have not named you're struggling with. So just really inviting you to pause and notice what has really surfaced within you this week, managing all about the coronavirus. Just pausing and noticing what comes in your body now. I'm just going to invite us to take a quiet moment to be with that. And if something has come that really fits for you, yeah, that's what it is for me. You have a sense of that. Just inviting you to welcome whatever that is, and just giving it some space to be and breathe. Keeping it company. We don't have to beat ourselves up for it or get into a dialogue or agree or disagree, just simply allowing it to be and to breathe for a few moments. Giving it some friendly presence, be compassionate with it. Noticing what comes in your body as you accompany it this way. Lift it or lighten it or ease it or just help. Just no matter how small or in a tiny way, just really noticing. And now I'm going to invite you to take a moment to gather whatever has come for you, and to visualize yourself placing that outside yourself too. How you've been managing all about coronavirus in your life. And inviting you to place it maybe on the floor outside you, another room outside your house, or even in the boot of your car as an example, just noticing, or it might know itself where it might like to be placed. And taking time to pause and do that now. Noticing if that brings a little bit of space for you. Now that you've placed out how you were feeling anyway in yourself this evening, and how you were feeling in relation to placing all about the coronavirus out. You might find a little bit more space inside yourself, knowing that even that is helpful to do this little exercise in placing out. Even in your sleep during the night, if you wake up, that you can visualize placing out what has come. To help you maybe go back to sleep if you're struggling with your sleep. And now for the final part of this pausing, I'd like to invite you to notice in this little space, what was it that you'd done for yourself, your family and your loved ones that really kept you going this week? That really kept you managing the situation? What was it that you uniquely done that was really important for you? What really helped you? Really pausing to notice. And just marking that for yourself, so that you may continue that into the next week of this journey with our restrictions. Now, taking some more time with that, really dwelling with that. And now, as we draw to a close of this pausing exercise, I'd like to invite you to notice how you are now compared to when we first started. Just really noticing. There's a sense of difference, no matter how small. And giving space to that. And having a sense of gratitude for this time. This time of pausing and being with how you are freshly in these moments this evening. Knowing that you have an ability and a capacity to actually pause and nurture your own well-being. just like to conclude now by wishing you all the best in the days ahead and the challenges, and to be mindful of pausing and taking a breath, and welcoming whatever you feel, but also being gentle with yourself and not being too hard on ourselves. And I'll say goodbye for now. Slán.